Once again, welcome back everyone to another technical analysis, and today we are taking a look at Polygon. Now we have seen, or we are seeing, pretty similar pattern forming since breaking this 200 EMA line on the 4-hour time frame. We had a nice upward movement, then a correction movement closer to 200 EMAs, seeing some sort of like liquidity sweep here. So you can see two big wicks here. And then another movement to the upper zones once we formed a proper break of structure or market structure break, in this case near this area. Now what we are seeing is pretty similar movement. So after forming the market structure break here, we had an upward movement, formed a new local high, and now we are back below this 200 EMA line, basically similar to this movement. We call it a bounce on for us. So here we had much more liquidity movements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 so far. And what we are expecting, seeing all those fights and considering the fact that previous times when we moved near this area, we had a nice bounce, we want to see, first of all, the buyers to dominate this area here in between 100 and 200 EMAs, and of course forming a proper market structure break on the bigger time frames in this area, which would mean that on 4-hour time frame would go long near this region. Stop loss might be closer to the 200 EMAs. So stop would be like, let's call it 5% from the market price movement, and target would be at least the previous high or slightly higher. So risk reward ratio would be in this case 1 to 3. Now, before we go to the smaller time frames, I want to quickly check. So yeah, we still have way too much room for the price to grow, and just if we would glide up here, then we would secure this 100 EMA, of course, retesting most likely 200 EMA. So in the midterm, we would aim for 0.32.5 dollars, but overall we still have pretty good potential for this coin to go like 2x or 3x. So this is rather a new chart because Polygon just had a redesign, if someone remembers. So we still have at least like 5 or 10x away from the all-time highs for this coin. Now on the smaller time frames, what we are seeing is currently buyers are showing some sort of dominance, and we are forming a smaller break of structure. Okay, it's not a break of structure, it's more structure break near this region. So we see that buyers are showing some sort of dominance currently after forming this liquidity sweep, establishing proper support zone here, and now we're going for a nice breakout here. So on the smaller time frames, we would go into a long position with stop loss being slightly here, so 2.5%, and target like 5%. So in total, 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. Either way, we still see, and we are seeing, a nice bounce to happen from this region. And if all plays out well, then we should see, let's take a look. Here we had like 20% movement. So in this case, touching from here, it would be basically pretty close to where we set our aim of target. So there's nothing much more to talk about on the Polygon. This kind of ladder movement is pretty stable, and as you can see, we are also forming some sort of trend here. So wait, and this line here. So basically what we want to see is a bounce from one side to another, with this 200 EMA being a major role. So right now in a trend, bounce zone plus 200 EMA line seems pretty perfect opportunity for a long position. So that's it for this coin. As always, thanks for watching this video, and see you on the next one.